Did you know that Apple used to make clothes in the 1980s? Or that Amazon's very first sale was a book in 1995? Or that Google was first called Backrub? So you think you know about Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft, huh? We have insights that will blow your mind, so stay tuned. Big things live in the digital world we are in, and we're going to learn the secrets of the biggest names in tech. Let's learn more about Apple. Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne founded Apple in a garage in 1976. The Apple I was their first creation and one of the first desktop computers, but it was just the beginning. Later on, with the iPod, Apple changed the way people listen to music, talk on the iPhone, and browse on the iPad. Fast forward to November 2023, Apple has a market cap of $2.95 trillion. To put this into perspective, a trillion is 1,000 billion. This increase shows how solid Apple has been with its new ideas and innovations. Getting Next in 1997 was a big step in this direction because it brought Steve Jobs back into the company. This get-together led to a new age of invention, which included products like the iMac, iTunes, and finally, the iPhone. Fun facts: if you used every iPhone sold in 2017, and put them all together, they would reach from California to New York twice. Apple's history isn't just about technology. It's also about society, new ideas, and some unexpected turns along the way. Did you know that Sir Isaac Newton was sitting under an apple tree in the company's first logo? Here's another fun fact. The first iPhone only had 4 GB of space. In this modern era of high-resolution pictures and apps, the iPhone 15 Pro Max has a capacity of up to 1 terabyte, which means it has 250 times more storage space than the first version. What an incredible change, a clear synonym of evolution and innovation in the tech world. Did you know that Apple, which started in a garage, now has 527 stores worldwide? As of 2023, Apple's headquarters are located in Cupertino, California, at Apple Park in what we know as Silicon Valley. The American corporation employs over 161,000 workers worldwide. In terms of financial results, in the year ending in 2023, their revenue reached approximately $383 billion, and their profit? An impressive $23 billion in just the fourth quarter of 2023. The next thing we'll look at is Google, which Larry Page and Sergey Brin founded. Google was started in a simple room in 1998 as a research project in college, which then grew into the huge tech company it is today. Their goal was to order all of the world's information, which made Google a household name in internet searches. As of November 2023, Google is worth about $1.72 trillion. Its growth into new areas is an example of deliberate innovation. Google bought YouTube in 2006 for an estimated price of $1.65 billion. In 2021, YouTube generated $1.65 billion in ad revenue every 3 weeks. When Google changed its name to Alphabet Inc. in 2015, it was able to try new things like self-driving cars with Waymo. Fun fact, in the early days, Google's founders were ready to sell the company for just $1 million. Luckily, the deal didn't go through. Have you ever thought about what Google's name is? It's a play on the word Google, which means 1 followed by 100 zeros. This reflects their goal of organizing huge amounts of data. Every second, Google receives about 99,000 search results. That's about 8.5 billion searches every day, or 2 trillion searches around the world every year. Here's another fun fact. Google hires goats to mow the grass around their offices. As of the beginning of 2023, 178,234 people were working for Google. However, where do they come up with new ideas and plans? Mountain View, California, is home to the Googleplex, another big tech that has its main offices in Silicon Valley. Google made a profit of $19.7 billion and made $290 billion in sales in fiscal year 2023. The next big tech giant surged from Jeff Bezos' big idea in 1994, which was the start of Amazon. Amazon started out as an online shop and has grown into a huge company in both e-commerce and cloud computing. From changing the way people shop with online shopping to ruling cloud services with Amazon Web Services, AWS. Amazon's market cap is around $1.5 trillion as of November 2023. This number says a lot about how much it has changed how people shop worldwide. Amazon has moved into new areas by making smart purchases like Whole Foods in 2017, which expanded its store presence, and by making innovative goods, like Kindle and Echo, which have changed how we read and use our houses. Let's look at some interesting things from Amazon. Its largest warehouse is 3.6 million square feet, which is the size of 17 American football fields and the third biggest warehouse in the world, after Tesla and Boeing. And in the beginning, when an order came in, a bell would ring in their office. But as orders grew, they had to quickly stop using the bell because it was getting too loud. Amazon is a huge e-commerce company with about 1.46 million employees. Their main office is located in Seattle, Washington State, where they spent $4 billion in real estate for the construction of their main offices. Amazon made a huge $554 billion in sales in the 12 months ending September 30th, 2023, and made a $10 billion profit in the third quarter. Forward to the newest tech giant, formed in 2004, is Facebook, now Meta. It all started in Mark Zuckerberg's college dorm room. What began as a site for Harvard students to connect with each other quickly spread around the world. The story of Facebook's growth is one of joining people all over the world, but it's also a story of big plans and smart growth. Meta's impact goes far beyond social media, as its value was getting close to $870 billion in November 2023. Large purchases like Instagram for $1 billion in 2012 and WhatsApp for $21.8 billion in 2014 have strengthened its position in the digital world. When it changed its name to Meta in 2021, it was a big step toward building the metaverse, a bold plan to make a shared virtual place for everyone. If Facebook were a country, it would be the largest in the world by population size. As of September 2023, Meta employed 66,185 people, and they have completely revolutionized social media. Their headquarters are located in Menlo Park, California, and cover over 250 acres of area. Their offices include 30 buildings. Meta generated $120.523 billion in revenue in the 12 months ending June 30th, 2023, and $7.79 billion in net profit in the second quarter of 2023. Finally, the last tech giant is Microsoft, founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen in 1975. Since then, the company has changed the personal computer business. From the beginning with MS-DOS to the birth of the Windows operating system, Microsoft has been at the head of software development, changing the way people use computers all over the world. Microsoft was accused of monopoly in the late 1990s and early 2000s, causing legal issues. The company was sued by the Department of Justice and 20 states in 1998 for antitrust violations. The fundamental issue was that Microsoft offered Internet Explorer with Windows. This harmed competition and maintained Microsoft's PC operating system market dominance. Microsoft licensed its application programming interface to other firms in 2001. This was supposed to increase market competition and reduce Microsoft's dominance. The case revolutionized tech policy and how governments worldwide handle digital commerce issues. As of November 2023, Microsoft is worth about $2.8 trillion, so its impact goes beyond software. Xbox was its first move into the gaming world, and its 2016 purchase of LinkedIn made it a bigger player in the business networking world. Microsoft is always coming up with new ideas, as shown by its Surface line of goods and its move into cloud computing with Azure. Did you know that Bliss, the famous Windows XP wallpaper, is thought to be one of the most viewed pictures of all time? Microsoft is an established company in the tech industry and employs 221,000 people. The Microsoft campus in Redmond, Washington, is where they operate the company. Approximately 50,000 people work in the headquarters, making this one of the biggest headquarters in the world. Microsoft made more than $211 billion in sales and a net income of $72 billion in the fiscal year of 2023. Here are Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft's amazing stories. Tech giants have revolutionized business and invention. These businesses will define our future in the ever-changing digital world. Keep in mind that every single tech company is responsible for everything you see online, do on your phone, or share on your social media feeds.